Hand turns loom, spool of green, spool of black, dragons of flesh weaving dragons of thread. House of the Dragon viewers have had to adjust quickly to the new set of young characters introduced after the show's first-time jump. Although this cast is set to be cycled out once more in the episode, The Lord of the Tides, we got our first look at how King Veeserys I and Queen Alicent Hightowers' children have grown to inherit their parents' roles. Alicent clearly wants her children to remain loyal to each other, as she knows that they will need to stick together if any conflict with Rhaenayra. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Alicent's only daughter, Heleyna, has been slightly more reclusive. Unlike her brothers, Heleyna hasn't been spotted wandering around King's Landing or looking to pick fights with Rhaenyra's children. Thus far, Helena's lines have been somewhat cryptic, and she seems to be more interested in bugs than she is in dragons, heritage, or political scheming. Although we know that Heleyna is set to be married to her brother, Aegon, subtle clues have suggested that she may play an even more important role in the future of her house. Given Helena's odd phrases that seemingly predict the future, it is possible that she may be a dragon dreamer. Dreams play an important role in the history of House Targaryen. According to George R.R. Martin's mythology, these mysteriously predictive visions have helped secure the family in a place of power that has allowed them to exact their rule. Before the days of Aegon the Conqueror, his ancestor Daenerys Targaryen had a vision that old Valyria would be consumed in fire and destroyed. Daenerys' family heeded her advice, and decided to relocate their family to Dragonstone. When Valyria was destroyed a decade later, it meant that House Targaryen was the only dynasty of dragon riders left to rule Westeros and one of the last two Valyrian houses alongside the Velaryons. This led to Aegon's conquest generations later. Aegon himself had a vision that a great winter would threaten to destroy all living creatures, and that the only way to prevent this invasion was for a Targaryen to sit on the Iron Throne. Aegon had this dream transcribed onto the Catspaw dagger, and the Song of Ice and Fire prophecy has been passed down in the Targaryen lineage ever since. Viserys later explains this prophecy in detail to Rhaenyra in the series pilot, The Heirs of the Dragon. If Heleyna is in fact a dreamer, it may very well be something she shares with her father. Viserys had told Alicent that he had a dream that he would have a son that would sit on the Iron Throne. While this initially confuses him given the death of his first wife, Queen Alicent, he suspects that the prophecy could be in reference to Aegon II, his eldest son with Alicent. In the 6th episode, The Princess and the Queen, Heleyna seems to ignore her mother's formal ways as she examines a bug. Alicent eventually gets distracted once she begins scolding Aemon for his impatience about being a dragon rider. Heleyna blankly states that he'll have to close an eye. While the implication is not immediately clear, it pays off in the next episode, Driftmark, when Aemon is blinded in one eye after a brawl with Rhaenyra's sons, Jace Velaryon and Lucerys Velaryon. In Driftmark, Heleyna speaks again when she says that, hands turns loom, spool of green, spool of black, dragons of flesh weaving dragons of thread. This odd phrase seemingly refers to the upcoming civil war known as the Dance of Dragons, which fans of the books will know is the name given to the war waged within House Targaryen. The green and black that she is referring to would presumably refer to the dragons that have been claimed by both sides, as Aemon has now claimed Vhagar as his. Heleyna is not specifically referred to as a dreamer in Fire and Blood, but given that the book is told by unreliable narrators, it's possible that this detail may have slipped by. Martin himself is one of the major creative forces behind House of the Dragon, so the show can be seen as the definitive version of what actually happened. Heleyna also states that the last ring has no legs at all when she stares at her insect friend. This is a cryptic phrase that doesn't pay off until Game of Thrones. At the end of Season 8, young Bran Stark is the last known king of Westeros, and thus the last ring. Bran loses the ability to walk after he's pushed from a tower by Jaime Lannister in the first episode, and has had to reside in a wheelchair for the rest of the series. This could feasibly be a cool way to tie in the two characters, as Bran also has the gift of prophetic dreams once he becomes the three-eyed raven. However, we also know that Targaryens often misinterpret their dreams, as they appear like riddles in their minds. Daenerys Targaryen's father, the Mad King, was driven insane by his dreams and insisted on burning his people alive. This is what incites Robert Baratheon's rebellion that puts House Targaryen's rule to an end, so these visions don't come without their consequences. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.